What if I told you that someone brought Britain's second busiest airport to its knees with technology worth less than your laptop? For 33 hours, 800 flights paralyzed, 140,000 passengers trapped, and the perpetrator, they exposed something so catastrophic that airports worldwide are desperately trying to bury it. The chaos erupted innocently enough. A routine security sweep spotted the intruders, one drone hovering over a service road, another near the perimeter fence. Standard protocol kicked in, runway closed, flights suspended. Officials expected a quick resolution. They were catastrophically wrong. Within 30 minutes, 6 more sightings flooded in. 5 came from police officers themselves. This wasn't some hobbyist who'd lost control. The drones moved with surgical precision, appearing at the worst possible moments. Departing planes froze on the tarmac. Inbound flights scattered to Paris, Amsterdam, Manchester, anywhere but Gatwick. By midnight, 58 flights had been annihilated. Controllers attempted to reopen. The second they did, the drone materialized again. Airport staff later described feeling under siege. Someone was orchestrating this with devastating accuracy. Then the pattern emerged that shattered everyone's assumptions. Every single time Gatwick prepared to resume operations, sometimes after hours of apparent calm, the mysterious drone would suddenly reappear. Police became convinced the operator was intentionally timing appearances for maximum destruction, possibly monitoring airport communications, maybe even using radar feeds to stay one step ahead. The siege exploded into something unprecedented. Sussex police called in reinforcements from 5 other forces. Armed units took positions around the airport. The British Army arrived with classified military hardware, reportedly the Israeli-developed Drone Dome system, designed to annihilate enemy drones on battlefields. What happened next stunned everyone watching. Gatwick's chief operating officer made a chilling admission. Each time we believe we get close to the operator, the drone disappears. When we look to reopen the airfield, the drone reappears. This wasn't just disruption, it was psychological warfare. Which brings us to the theories racing through Whitehall's emergency meetings. Environmental extremists? An inside job orchestrated by someone with intimate airport knowledge? Even terrorism crossed officials' minds. One expert noted drones could become flying explosive vests, yet police found no terrorism link. The motive remained as elusive as the operator. By that evening, desperation consumed the operation. Military teams deployed cutting-edge anti-drone technology on the terminal roof. The Drone Dome, battlefield-tested equipment designed to detect and obliterate enemy UAVs at range. Systems that had neutralized terrorist drones in war zones. Technology that could supposedly spot a mosquito at 500 meters. They activated it, they scanned, they waited. Then came the next sighting and another. The drones kept appearing. Here's where the operation descended into pure chaos. Consider what this required from the perpetrator. Perfect timing sustained across 33 hours, knowledge of every blind spot, understanding of military countermeasures that cost millions to develop, psychological manipulation of seasoned security professionals. Watch any heist movie and you'll see criminals studying their target for months. This operator did it in real time, adapting instantly to every escalation. Military-grade defense systems worth millions, defeated by hobby store drones worth hundreds. 7 police forces united in pursuit, outsmarted by a phantom who seemed to predict their every move. What security footage revealed next defied belief. Despite Gatwick being one of the most surveilled pieces of real estate in Britain, security cameras everywhere, thousands of passengers with smartphones, media crews desperate for footage, not one clear image or video of these drones was ever captured. Not one. This absence of evidence detonated wild speculation, mass hysteria, an elaborate hoax. A police spokesperson briefly acknowledged this possibility before quickly retracting. Yet authorities compiled 109 eyewitness accounts from credible sources, pilots, airport staff, police officers. They remain absolutely certain that at least 2 drones operated during the siege. A 2019 police report revealed something even more unsettling. On 6 occasions, witnesses saw 2 drones operating simultaneously to overwhelm the airport. Here's when the crisis took its most devastating turn. With pressure mounting, Sussex police arrested Paul Gate and Elaine Kirk, a local couple living near the airport. Gate was an ex-soldier, a model aircraft enthusiast, perfect profile. Tabloids splashed their photos across front pages. Are these the morons who ruined Christmas? 36 hours later, they were released without charge. siege. Alibis checked out. They didn't even own the type of drone involved. Their privacy shattered and lives upended for nothing, eventually receiving compensation for wrongful arrest, but the damage was done. The real perpetrator? Still out there. The investigation lasted 18 months, cost £660,000, 96 persons of interest, 1,200 house-to-house interviews. Yet Sussex police reached only one disturbing conclusion. The sophistication suggested intimate knowledge of the airport, forcing police to publicly state their strongest theory. This was likely an inside job, an insider who knew Gatwick's operations, who understood exactly where to strike and when to disappear. Then came the revelation that shattered every assumption about the siege. Remember that military-grade anti-drone system, the drone dome that was supposed to save the day? Military officials later made a confession that sent shockwaves through the security establishment. Throughout the entire siege, despite being fully operational, scanning constantly, it never detected a single drone. Either the perpetrator was using technology that made military countermeasures obsolete, or something even more disturbing emerged. Some of those final sightings that kept the airport paralyzed. They may have been police drones hunting for the intruder, the sophisticated operator who brought Gatwick to its knees. They didn't get caught, shot down, or jammed. They simply chose to stop. Finally, after the 10th reopening attempt, a plane touched down. The siege was over. 33 hours of chaos, 800 flights cancelled, nearly 1,000 disrupted. Gatwick's biggest shutdown since the 2010 volcanic ash cloud. The perpetrator had vanished. No arrest was made, nobody identified, nothing explained. Within months, everything changed. Drone exclusion zones expanded from 1 kilometer to 5 kilometers around airports. Mandatory registration for any drone over 250 grams. Police gained powers to land, seize and search suspicious drones. Gatwick spent £5 million on permanent counter-drone systems. Every major airport worldwide scrambled to upgrade defenses. But here's what keeps security experts awake at night. Despite all these measures, the technology, the military hardware, the new laws, if someone launched the same attack tomorrow with the same knowledge and planning, could we stop them? Share your thoughts below, click here for another video and don't forget to subscribe.